Hello, I'm Chrissy, and we have a new PreCure. If you're new here, I have been getting into the PreCures. This one is called Star Detective PreCure. This is the main poster. Earlier, I saw just this logo, and it looks like we have an English logo. I'm going to be saving these for when I eventually do my review video on this series, because I do intend to do a review video on all of the PreCure series as I watch them. I'm currently stuck on my script for Star PreCure, Twinkle Star PreCure, and then after that will be Soaring Sky, Wonderful, Idol, and uh, my script for the Star one is what's tripping me up. But I was asked to talk about my feelings about this one. Which one is this? This is Kier Answer, also known as Anna. So her human form is Anna. She's got like this cowlick. And I have seen these. A friend just asked me to what my thoughts were. So first impressions off the bat, we have kind of like these space buns that are giving me like Sailor Moon vibes. The kind of like wings from Soaring Sky also aren't helping. We've got like some nice pink. She is mainly purple, and I did go through the PreCure wiki has a list, a page that lists all the PreCures, and they're all in the groups. So I was going for yesterday and I think this is like the first time we've had a purple PreCure as the leader, because with Tropical Rouge, Cure Summer, her color is listed as rainbow, and her sub is pink, but her main color is rainbow and white. And then you have Cure Sky, who is blue. And those two have been like the de facto leaders of the group. We have we have like a lot of heart motifs. This kind of like skirt is giving dress. I can also tell by like the way these pendants are, her shape is gonna be like this oval, because I have noticed with PreCure, not only are they assigned a color, they're also kind of assigned a kind of shape motif. We have like this big bell flowery like skirt that comes like here and here, which I kind of like. And then we have this part which kind of reminds me of of a button-up suit here. We have like this cute bow tie that's like the most, I'm not quite getting detective looking at it. There's like a couple of elements. I see we have like this little bow thing that also is here on her wrist. She's got fingerless gloves, which I've seen several times on the leads. We do have this heart motif here in her hair, and I think that's interesting because heart motif in the hair. I've noticed that in another character, it's way more prominent. And so yeah, so it looks like her eyes are more of a greenish color, and they'll become blue in Cure form, which is awesome. So yeah, we've got this, I'm guessing whatever transformation item goes in this little pouch based off of other PreCures. She's got a necklace here, and I wonder if the other ones will have a necklace. But so far, I like it. I don't know quite how I feel. I think once I see it in motion, I just kind of feel like it's cute. It's very adorable. It doesn't quite give detective. So I am curious as to how, really the top maybe kind of gives detective. We've got like this, I do love overlay over the shoulder kind of like tops. I think they're really cute. Um, yeah, she's definitely purple. She's got a little bit of yellow. We got some blue here, which I think will be meant to tie in some other characters. And then the pink, obviously. And then the heart motif right here. It's just, these buns are so giving Sailor Moon. And it's not their fault. Sailor Moon was my first magical girl anime. Cardcaptor Sakura was my first magical girl manga. And so it's hard for me not to, compare the magical girl outfits to that. The next one is Cure Mystique. and her name is Mikaru. Once again, the hair. We have the same pendant. That pendant tells me this is the transformation item. That's what that tells me. I do like how she looks here in her civilian form. I didn't quite talk about her form. I did briefly read the description, and apparently Anna is from like the year 2027 based off of this. Yeah. Yeah. Who time slipped from year 2027 to 1999. I am curious about that. And we're gonna have perfect marks as the catchphrase. There is something like this cowlick can like look, depending on how they shape it, like a question mark, maybe, if they do it right. We have this cute little thing. So back to Kier Mystique. If you look at this bow, see how this heart is done? There was a similar thing in Sailor Moon's design that looked like that during, I believe it was season 2 or maybe the Heart Snatcher seasons. She had like something that looked similar to this on one of her things. I don't remember if it was like a wand, maybe the Star Chalice. It's been so long. We do have the heart motif right here once again. And Doraemani, I believe is her name. I apologize if I say her name wrong. She was talking about like how the doll, they really tried with this. Her gem color is blue, but her shape is gonna be a rectangle. And see like her lining here. She's the pink here. They have this bow tie. Her like little corset thing is different. Kier Answer has buttons on hers. But hers is different. She also has like this bell flowery like skirt. Her first petticoat is just slightly different. In shape, it's more sharp corners, and I think it's because she's got rectangles here. The stockings and shoes look very similar. Yeah, there's just slight shape change, but we still got this little ribbon here on the shoes and the gloves. The gloves are pretty much very similar, but we're gonna have rectangle as her color, which kind of suits because like her hair has a more sharper angle. But I like it. I do really like the heart motif that is between both of their hairs that you see kind of like come through. And the next one is Cure Eclair. We don't have an actual name for Cure Eclair. Cure Eclair has the diamond shape, and she seems to either be blue or green with Japan. Sometimes they'll call things green, when really to me it looks more blue, aka Hatsune Miku. She called the green Vocaloid. Uh, if you were on the internet in 2009, you'll know a lot of Miku was associated with green colors. In a lot of her songs, she was the green Vocaloid, even though to me she always gave more cyan, turquoise, more bluey. But she's called green, and Kaito is the blue one. Because Kaito is obviously very, very blue. Royal blue. But here we've got like this cute, kind of like old, not older style, but kind of like, this Victorian style, Edwardian style, kind of like cute, adorable top hat, which is what a lot of detective shows are kind of like in was. I love that it's got this beautiful butterfly brooch and this little swoop over here. Got this little thing also pinned to the butterfly brooch. I think she looks really cute. I like that her hair kind of like turns a little green down here. So instead of like off the shoulder sleeves, it seems like she's got these cute like little bell swooshy sleeves. Her bow tie, her gem is orange, it's gold, it's yellow, and she's got like yellow lined highlights to really pop off her bow. Is each bow yellow at the tip? Yeah, each bow is yellow at the tip. I just wanted to make sure. I don't like this top. I'm not vibing with it. I am not vibing with this top right now. And I don't know why. Well, I think I know why. Her tummy is exposed. You're gonna get a cold. But like she looks really cute. She also looks like she's older than the other two. Her ribbon on the back of her shoe is definitely giving more of that butterfly motif, which matches the butterfly in her hair. We've got her nails painted. Are there nails painted on the other two? Can't see on this one or in this one. You can't tell with these two if their nails are painted, but hers are definitely painted blue. She's got, I do love these kind of gloves where like they go from like the middle finger and then they go out. I think they're cute. Her skirt is very different. It's definitely giving more of this flowy kind of like butterfly imagery over here, which is cool. And we've got diamonds. So we have oval, square, and diamond as our shape so far. And our next one is Luluka Pure Arcana Shadow, which is everyone's really liking her. She's definitely black and purple, and she's got a wand with a card inside, which I think is cool. It's giving like I'm a phantom thief. She's got like some gold on her design that ties her in. We've got a bow tie. She's got like this big bow in the back of her head, and we get to see her civilian form, and I guess this is how she transforms. And like Cardcaptor Sakura, this looks like her wand, just tiny, which I really, really like. Her nails are also painted. Also, these two don't seem to have butterflies. She also has like star-like shapes, but her shape is the teardrop. She is the teardrop shape, which I think Kun Kun, your Kilkum, and her idol, which is the one I'm currently watching, she's also teardrop shape, and she's purple, but she's more of a lighter purple. So that's interesting. They gave teardrop shapes. She's got like this gold band on her shoes. Her stockings are a different shape, it looks like. Oh, she only has stockings on one leg. We've got a Cure Milky, Cure Star situation here. I just realized that. Because normally, with the way they've been doing PreCures, it's like you've got the two that are going to be matching, and then the next duo set is also going to be matching. And then you've got your fifth or sixth one that's going to come along and be slightly different. Because they've been doing a lot of duos. So, like, they both kind of, like, have this long skirt in the back that kind of gives almost butterfly. She's got a gem here on her chest. She also has kind of like this over the shoulder kind of like cape. Kind of like here. It definitely looks more capey. It looks cool. Hers is giving more kind of like detective over here at the top. And then it also doesn't help that she's got like the card wand here, like a tarot card or whatever, like a phantom thief, which is what I'm kind of thinking she might be based off like color palette, the wand, the card, and the little bit that I did read. I'll go back and read for them later. And then these guys were under mascots. So this is Jet Senpai. So he's, I guess, older. He kind of has a cat-like fairy, and we know he's going to have a human form that is more middle school, maybe upper elementary age, just by how he, based on how he's drawn compared to how they're drawn. He looks a little bit, his fairy form looks a little bit younger, which is nice. He's got goggles and then a heart-shaped kind of like gem on his head and heart-shaped cheek marks. He's adorable, and his theme color is definitely going to be yellow. Got purple pants, greenish blue sweater, white jacket. This kind of tells me the goggles always give me like air pilot, but he might just be like an inventor, a tinkerer or something. Considering he's called Senpai, I'm wondering if he's gonna be our exposition guy. Like, you know, is he gonna be our dude? I'm presuming dude. It gives masculine, the Jet name kind of masculine. I'm wondering if he's gonna be our dude that like gives us explanations in our exposition, like, oh, the bad guys are blah blah blah. They want to do blah blah blah. You need to do blah 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 to save the world with your love and magic, blah 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 blah. And I'm wondering if he's gonna like make new gadgets or something for them to like solve clues, because it is detective theme. So I'm presuming they're gonna have like cases that they're gonna solve and all that. And our next one is just called Pochitan, and they seem to be bear-like. They have a tie with a little heart-shaped gem on the head. We've got like little wings here. Did you have wings? No, you didn't. Kitty did not. So they have more of this. So I'm wondering if this is going to be like our main mascot, and if this mascot is going to transform into a PreCure later down the road, and if they're going to be the one that's giving items because they have this cute little bow tie, they have these little wings here. Just throwing that out there. Probably not. This is our next one. They're a blue. Based off the tail, I'm thinking raccoon, like Tanuki, red panda, just off of like color palette, tail shape. We also have a bow here that kind of gives butterfly wise. We have two mascots. Is this one hanging out with our green cure? This one hanging out with our pink and purple. This one with our green cure. Because of like the bow kind of giving butterfly ish. If like we have the cures running separately. I know Arcana Shadow is going to be running separately based off of like the little description that I read. And so I'm curious if that is what it's going to be, but I'm getting red panda, raccoon kind of vibes. They're very cute. They look adorably excitable, but that's what most of these guys look like. And then this one is called Mashutan. So this is Mashutan. They're purple. They also have teardrops. Big, floofy, heart-shaped floof. I'm guessing fox. Something about this is giving fox. I think it's because they have like this kind of like shy expression. We have like this kind of tail, which is often drawn on foxes. I think this is a fox. And because they have like earrings, they're definitely more mature. And something about this says they're gonna be sassy. Just giving sassy vibes. We have these teardrop earrings. So I think each group of cures is gonna have their own fairy. That's what this looks like. So this one probably gives power to cure Arcana Shadow and is their exposition device. And they're running off being like mischievous phantom thieves. That's what I feel like with this. You're with green, which is Cure Eclair. I don't know why we chose Eclair for this, and Eclair wasn't used for a la mode, but you're with Eclair. This one is definitely going to be with Answer and Mystique. Those two are definitely going to be a duo. Their outfits look really similar. And I don't know where you're going to come in. I think you're going to come in and like start gathering all the cures together. Hi, Nova. My cat has joined me in my space. He's just like, I have finished eating breakfast, mother. But that's how I feel based off of this. So, like, I've only skimmed this so far. Second year middle school girl who time slipped from year 2027, which is next year, mind you, to the year 1999. I was in kindergarten that year. Anna has a very honest and warm heart who naturally moves to help people in need. She notices others' feelings from their expressions and actions and encourages them with both deeds and words. Rather than thinking things through at length, Anna tends to rely on gut instincts and intuition to reach answers. After arriving in Makoto Mirai City, Mirai is the name they're using for a lot of the uh time-based PreCures right now. So you had the Witchy Cure Mirai days, and then you had that one with, I think it was Go-Go? It was a group of the 5 cures. It was one of the very first ones that also had Mirai, and you were with them as they were older. They had the butterfly motif throughout all of them. I think they were like the very first group of 5 PreCures. I haven't seen all the PreCures yet, and I haven't memorized all of them. Forgive me. But Mirai, I think it has the name Mirai. The word Mirai has something to do with time. So anytime there's like we're seeing the PreCure's older, but they're gonna transform and be their younger selves, or blah blah blah. Or with Witchy PreCure, which had a lot of time shenanigans. Anytime shenanigans, the word Mirai is going to be there. In 1999, Anna meets Mikuru, where the two begin living together while running the Cure It detective agency. Her catchphrase is Perfect Mars. Anna transforms into Cure Answer. And her last name is Akichi. We have Kobayashi Mikuru, who I guess finds Anna wandering around after time slipping. It's just like, I'm starting a detective agency. Come join me and you can live at my house. And I like her for that. A clumsy yet honest second-year middle school student, Mikuru joined the Curate Detective Agency in Makoto, Mirai City with the goal of becoming a star detective. She has plenty of detective knowledge and works incredibly hard. Mikuru thinks carefully before she acts, so she tends to be cautious before getting moving. She is obsessed with cute things. Mikuru transforms into Cure Mystique, and I can see that Anna is very cute. No wonder you would pick her up. Cure Claire, we have nothing on. Morai Luluka. Despite being a PreCure, she is a mysterious girl who works for Phantom Thieves. Luluka has a laid-back personality and doesn't conform to stereotypes. She doesn't say much, but has a passionate side to her that she hides within. Her favorite food is ice cream. She transforms into Cure Arcana Shadow. And because, like, she works for Phantom Thieves, which is why, like, going into her design, like, I'm just like, okay, I can see the Phantom Thief thing, especially with, like, she's got, like, a darker color palette. She's got, like, the Phantom Thief calling card, which I've seen in a lot of anime. Mostly, Detective Conan. Thank you, Phantom Thief Recto. I need to drink water. Oh, hell, the peep cup that is not showing. Peep cup. Got that shit from a Dollar Tree. Okay, then we have Jet Senpai, who is our yellow guy. A self-proclaimed genius scientist, so he is an inventor. I got that. That a pilot. Yay. Who invented the pre-kit that supports the star detective PreCure. Okay, so he is our gadget maker. Assumption was correct, because I hadn't read these yet. I just scrolled down and just like, okay, open you, open you. He is embarrassed to be seen in his fairy form, so he often appears in human form. Probably because people won't take him seriously. He's like, oh, so cute kitty. And he's like, no, I am serious scientist. I am genius. Despite this, Jet is is a kind and caring boy. He is called Jet Senpai by girls and is adored by them. Jet's favorite things are candy and sweet things in general. We have Puchitan, which is the bear-like fairy. Cure Answer and Cure Mystique's fairy partner. Okay, so hypothesis proven correct already. They are ish. PreCure gets a fairy partner, essentially. A space-time fairy with the ability to transcend space and time. Puchitan uses up all of her power by time traveling and turns into a baby. Oh no. If Puchitan collects the Matako jewels and returns to her original form, she may be able to return Anna to 2027. She loves fun things and has a childlike personality. Puchitan's favorite drink is milk. So she time traveled and became a baby. Are you the reason Cure Answer went in from 2027 to 1999? I have. Because if that is true, why did you bring her here? Did you foresee a dark thing happening? Oh, I'm so curious. Okay, so Shushu Tan, which is the raccoon red panda one, who's blue, is Kira Claire's partner, and we've got nothing on Kira Claire, nothing on the Wikipedia. So we're just history, and I am looking forward to that. Also, the show airs on like the first, and I'm thinking because I've been writing reviews for Cure Idol and posting them on my blog, and I'll probably keep writing reviews for each episode individually as I watch these episodes, and they'll go up on my blog. Her Arcana Shadow fairy partner, the fortune telling fairy, who can accurately predict through her fortune telling. Mashu Tan has a strong bond with Cure Arcana Shadow. She loves fashion and has an overly helpful personality. Her favorite food is marshmallows, so she's a fortune teller. Oh, that's why she's got earrings. The teardrops are on earrings, and that's probably why Arcana Shadow. I thought it was a Phantom Thief card. Like, I did think tarot card at first when I saw it, but I was like, it's Detective Theme, but it's probably a Phantom Theme card. But it probably is also for fortune telling. That's so cool. Awesome. Very interesting. And then we've got some items we don't have pictures for yet. We have Jewel Cure Watch, which is a transformation item. So they're transforming with a watch, not the pendant. We have the Mirror Loop, which is Cure answering Cure Mystique's weapon. Makoto Jewel, Pachitanen and the Cures are collecting these in order to send Anna back to 2027. The jewels are also used by the Cures to transform and perform attacks. Interesting. Cure Arcana Wand. Cure Arcana Wand. Cure Arcana Shadows Transformation Wand. That transformation item that is on her neck in a pre-kick book. And the town takes place in Makako Marai. And we have some trivia. It's the first to have an anti-hero cure. A main cure with 2 words to her name since Tropical Rouge. Pretty cure. Who had 2 words in their name? It was a main cure. Look. Cure Summer, Cure Cure, Cure Papaya, Cure Flamingo. Oh, Laura was a main cure. Even though I thought she was mid-season cure. Cure Alamere. I have a purple clear lead cure who is also a time traveler. Takes place in a past time period than contemporary era. But like, also, I'm really curious because I'm kind of hoping there will be episodes because like 1999 and 2027, like 2026 is where we are right now. The 2027 is next year. 2026 is very different with how everything is done compared to like 1999. Like 1999, I had a block base computer. Like my computer was a cube, and I used floppy disk up until like 2008. So like USBs didn't exist. Electric cars were like a pipe dream if they were even thought of. Smartphones, like you didn't have cell phones. Like you had pagers back then. So it'll be interesting to see her kind of like Anna get used to that because Anna's like 14, so she's not, unless her parents were very like, hey, this is like my Walkman, this is my cassette player, this is your CD player. I used CD players all the time as a child. The nostalgia I'll feel. I'm very curious as to how like that'll represent. Also, I view 1999 like I was in elementary school. I was watching Sailor Moon on VHS that my mom recorded for me. Um, so I'm like, we're so different back then, and that's gonna be like a big confusion backlash for Anna. Like, TVs weren't like this thin and like that big, really. So it's gonna be fun, like see them all together. We got these logos. I'm gonna have to save these, use later. Look at that. We've got posters. Okay, so this is supposed to be the watch they use. Very detective-y. We've got mirror heart wands. You have a wand in your hand. I can't tell. Very interesting, and I'm looking forward to it. No, she does not have a weapon that we can see in our hand. Got items. We're not even seeing a Claire in human form yet. So I'm gonna be on the lookout for someone with a Claire's hairstyle. This must be the handover that we haven't gotten yet. Stuff in Japanese. That looks like some toys. Some artwork. Wait, do we have Cure Claire in a possible human form? No, we do not. Not yet. They're gonna keep that close to the chest, it looks like. And I am looking forward to it. Okay, so this is them with all the fairies. But that is my reaction and some of my predictions and awesome feelings on Star Detective PreCure, which won't be out until I believe it airs February 1st, so I probably won't be able to watch it until like the 2nd. But what are your thoughts? What are your feelings? What are like kind of like some expectations or things you want to see happen in Star Detective? I'm very curious now that I went through and watched everything, and now it's also almost time for me to get ready for work. My cat is in my bed. Good. I was just like, where is he? He was just here. So yeah, tell me what you're excited for Star Detective, and I'll see you next time. I'm still working on the Acro Trip review. I'm also still working on the Star Twinkle review video. I've been working on that script longer than I've been working on the Acro Trip, and what I'm stuck on is doing the plot summary. It had been a second, and I'm also trying to write it quicker. Also, I didn't realize I spent 30 minutes going through these pictures and giving like my thoughts, opinions, and stuff, my like what I think of the characters and stuff. So I wasn't aware I did that. So we're going to go ahead and read the Patreon and Ko-fi supporters. Thank you all so much for being here and keeping me so I can do more things like this more often, not have to worry so much about my bills, and if I should just get a second full-time job. Yeah, go ahead and read those. Kaleidoscope Chick, TwdTeacakes, Axel 1154, Cassy G, Jdsj, Axel Alcaraz, SemiRandomSevens, and Micah. If you support me on Patreon, you get early access to all like my sketches, videos, scripts ideas, some like my short stories. I've been working on publishing them. My husband actually wants me to set up to publish my stories as a physical book. Uh, so that might be happening, and I'm also working on a comic book that will be picking up a lot in May. And I'm also currently setting stuff for Sonic June on my channel because in June it's Sonic's 35th anniversary, and every June for the past couple of years I do nothing but Sonic stuff. So bye, see that, all that good jazz. Bye bye. Do reset button.